So I have a couple of pieces of timber here that I need to scarf today, so I just thought I'd show you how I do it. I always do it on this saw, and I literally glue up straight off the cut. I don't have to dress it or clean it up in any way, so I just thought I'd show you how I do it and explain a little bit as I go. So I have myself a straight edge here that I cramp to the table, just like so. I don't bother measuring the angle, I just base it on just by eye. What I've done, I've done so much of this now, I just look at it and put it to whatever I think looks good. And I just put a piece up here just so that if I get a bit enthusiastic and I push a little bit too hard on the timber, I don't push the straight edge over, because if I do that, then my cut won't be good. Now I do it this way just because I'm not using this machine solely just for this sort of thing, obviously, so I don't bother setting up the fence system that I showed in another video on this. It's too much mucking around. I just cramp this on, do the cuts and take it off. So that's my cut straight off the saw. I obviously haven't glued it up yet, but so I'll glue this and cramp it up. But one thing I've just noticed with this one is these two pieces of timber are just slightly different in their width. They're just in their sawn state at the moment, like they're not being dressed. And I've just got a slight bit of variation here, which is not a big deal because it's not that much, but if it gets too big, if it was something like that, then it just gets harder to cramp it up because you haven't got a straight line here. But this is all oversized anyway. Like, I've got to dress this down. This is currently 150 by 50. I've got to dress it down to 138 by 40. So I've got plenty of room to muck around with it, and that'll glue up nicely. The joint will be nice and tight, and we're going to do that now. So being an external job, what this timber's for, I use a marine grade glue on this. Which sticks like you would not believe. So I have some newspaper down here because if I don't, this will stick to the bench and I will never be able to break the joint. Because I've got that little bit of overlap that I was talking about before, it's not quite squeezing up as good as what I would want it to, because I can't get the proper pressure on the ends there. But so I just put a couple of extra clamps on. Usually I only put 3 on, which is sufficient, but I'll just put a couple of extra on just to pull it in, because I'm not sure if you can see on the camera. There's the tiniest like bee's wing gap there, which is slowly disappearing as the glue creeps out. It'll come up fine, you won't see any of it once it's dressed, but I just like these joints to be spot on. Anyway, so we'll leave this dry. This glue takes, on a good day, this glue takes about half an hour to dry, but it's winter. It's winter here now, and it's pretty cold today, so it'll probably take an hour, maybe an hour and a half to dry. So we'll just leave that to dry, and we'll come back to it when I'm pulling it apart and cleaning it up. So the glue's dry now, so we'll take the clamps off and start to clean it up. So this excess glue just comes off really super easy. And there it is in its unfinished state, so glued up, but just needs to be dressed now, and that'll be a perfect joint. So there it is there. Joint runs along there now that it's all cleaned up, and it's come out pretty good really. Like, when all things considered, like, that's as good a joint as you'll ever get. And it's just straight off the saw. There's the edge joint there, which actually looks a lot worse on camera than it is. That's a perfect joint as well. Same with that one. That one there. That piece there, there's a finger joint there, which makes this one look a bit odd, but I'll bring the camera in. The joint. Whoops, sorry. That's the edge joint. That's the other side. The joint runs along there.